Hello friends, it's Sherry. How you doing today? Welcome to Tassel Tuesday. So this is a collab that was started by Jovi with Creating with Jovi, and every Tuesday there's several participants that make beautiful tassels. So I try to have them all, at least their channels listed, or the links below my video, and Jovi does too. And so just in, some of the other participants may too, but anyway, the point is you can click on them and see what everyone else is doing. So this week I was kind of wanted to make a simple tassel, and I also wanted to show you, sometimes I use the little metal rings and things like that, but I wanted to show you, and I've done it before, but just in case you didn't see those videos, I wanted to show you, the kind of like the easiest tassel you can make pretty much is just if you have some scrap fabrics, just get your fabrics. Cotton works best for tearing. You don't even have to cut a straight line, and just tear it, and the frayed edge looks nice and makes for a nice fluffy fabric tassel. So tonight I wanted to make a pretty bright tassel, bright colors and just pretty colors really. I wasn't sure what color, so I went through my fabrics and I found these right here. I kind of narrowed it down. I pulled out all of these right here. These are some new ones I had picked up at, let's see, these two are from Walmart, Pioneer Woman Fabrics, and the Fat Quarters. These two right here, aren't they pretty? And then these two are from Dollar Tree, just as pretty, right? I gotta go back and see if they have some more of these, because I used some of these two right here, but I have some left. So these, I narrowed it down because I liked this one. It has all the colors. See, these were just yellow, right? These have a lot of colors, but I like the brightness of this. I just felt like this one was calling me tonight. So yeah, I used this one with all these pretty colors, and then this blue went so pretty. It's like a bandana, but it's fabric. And so this blue went so pretty with the blue in here. So that's what I did. So if you have a couple of fabrics, or even one, it doesn't have to be even two fabrics, just a pretty, pull out a pretty, scrap fat quarter, whatever you have laying around, a piece of sheet, whatever, and just tear some strips. These are, let me tell you, 21 inches long. They don't have to be that long. They can be shorter. I was going to make a shorter one, but I didn't want to make scraps, so I just went with this. And when you fold it in half, of course it's half of 21. But then the width, I didn't measure anything, but if you want to know my width here that I kind of ended up with is about 3/4 of an inch on this right here. So then I tore my strips, and I probably have about 18, something like that, strips. So I did the two, I think I did about 10 of each of these. So about 20, 18, something like that. I didn't really count. I just tore until I didn't want to use up all of this really. So I used about half of each fat quarter. So that gives you an idea. And so then these fabrics have a definite, under and top. So I tried to get them all, the tops, before I gather them up into my little tassel here. I just had them laid out, and you've seen me do it before if you've seen my other videos, and I'll have my tassel playlist listed below my video. But then I gathered them up to the middle here, and when you get a tassel like this will end up in my shop, but say you get a tassel like this and you say, oh, it's really too long. There's nothing in there except for fabric, so you can easily trim it, right? So if it's too long, you can easily trim off an inch or two. But anyway, this is where I'm at. I'm just finishing it up here. I want to show you, I have something special to show you after I finish the video, so don't go anywhere. It's kind of a funny little thing I found today, but I must show you since this is Tassel Tuesday and Joey's the host. So anyway, now I've just gathered it up here in the middle, pulled it tight, and I'm going to tie a little loop here. This is the easiest, I'm saying this is the easiest because you're using fabric for everything instead of a metal loose leaf ring. If you don't have those, just use a piece of your fabric and make your little loop with that. I'm trying to get my right sides out here. And then I'm going to tie, let me see. You know, I got to be a little picky about this, right? So then you tie your little loop. You can tie it a big loop. You can tie a big loop like that. And like say, if you got this and the loop was too big or too small, you could just undo it and tie it however you want, right? I'm going to tie, I think I'll just tie a little bow here, like a smallish, well, not too small, but not too big loop. And then let's see, I want to leave enough for a bow here. I like little bows on the top. It just makes it look real pretty, you know, for wherever you might want to hang it. So a little bow on the top here. And there we go. Little bow, there we go. Okay, let me straighten it out a little bit and make it pretty. Okay, so you can leave a tassel like this. You don't have to do anything else to it. This is now a tassel, okay? But a lot of times we like to make a little bubble on the top there, you know? And so it just kind of adds something to it, doesn't it? Little kind of topper. We like to make a little topper on here. And you can make it big, a big puff ball, a little puff ball, whatever you like. I'm going to make kind of just an average size one, I guess. Not too big, not too small. So I like to just tie a bow here. And this makes another little pretty element to it. And then just, you know, you can tie that. You can tie a double knot if you're worried about it. I'm not worried about this coming apart. So then I just, you know, you could tie that as tight as you want. Like if you don't think it's tight enough, you want it to be tighter like that, you can do that. I'm not going to do it quite that tight. You know, you can just do it however you like it. I don't want it too tight, but I want it tight enough so it's going to hold on. And then I'm getting my right sides out here as I tie my bow. And then, so as I'm tying, I kind of turn my fabric so that my right sides are out all the time. By the time, well, if I can grab my loop there, I'll be doing good. And so by the time I get done, you know, all the right sides should be out. You would think, except for the bottom part here. I got to turn those around. But yes, let me turn these around. See if I can do that. I might have to retie this after the video. We'll see. I think I'm doing good though. Okay, so there you go. Now I'm going to want to fluff up my little puff ball here a little bit. I don't want it too flat. Okay, and pick up my little loop. Get all straight, and there you go. See, I like that little bow on the top. I think it adds to it, but if you don't like a bow, you can just tie that in a knot and let these hang down with the rest and blend in, you know. So isn't that pretty? It's just fabric, but, you know, a couple of different ones really adds a nice touch to it, and you can arrange it however you want. It's kind of, you know, see, you can just kind of like mix and match them, and there you go. Have a pretty little simple tassel. So here's what I want to show you. Do you believe what I found at Dollar Tree tonight? I was like wandering around there, and you know, whenever I go in, I just went in to pick up some tissue paper, and I went up and down each row just to make sure of, you know, when I'm there, I don't want to have to go back tomorrow, right? While I'm there, I want to make sure there's nothing else that I need. So I went down one aisle, and they had two different tape dispensers. This is like Scotch tape dispenser, and it actually even has tape on it. So I'm going to take it out of this box. And do you know what it is? Can you see this? It's pretty hilarious, actually. It's I mean, I couldn't believe they had a flamingo. I mean, there was a flamingo and something else. I don't even know what the other thing was. I was just like, oh my goodness, this is so cute. I had to get it. And I had to show you because, you know, our friend Jovi loves the flamingos. So she probably already has one, but if she doesn't, just run over there, Jovi, and hopefully your Dollar Tree has one there in Florida. They should have one, right? I can't get the tape out right now. You know how sometimes these are hard to get started. I was going to show you that it works, but maybe I won't get it started here. Let's see. I don't know what the trick is, but I'm not going to get it started right now, apparently. But see, it just sits. Isn't that cute? And once I get it going, the tape will pull up here. Here's a little cutter up here, but isn't that adorable? I thought that was the cutest thing. It's solid here on both sides. And I don't know if it's replaceable. It might just be a one-time thing. Probably. It looks like I don't see how it would be replaceable at all, but unless you can pull this apart. I'm not going to pull it apart, I might break it. But when it runs out, I'll have to experiment and see if it's replaceable, because that would be cool if it was. Anyway, even if it's a one-time thing, I think it's super cute. And it was only $1, just like any other tape. I'll let you know how the tape works. But anyway, that's enough about that. So that is my Tassel Tuesday tassel and little mascot here looking over my craft room tonight. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. I hope you have a great day and happy crafting.